Rupesh, thanks for joining us on Know Your Company, and congratulations on the fundraise, $2 million, for your venture. Tell us all about it. You're looking at healthy food and authentic food is how you're calling the kind of service you're going to offer. Tell us what's in store.
So thanks, Aabha, for having me in the discussion. In this company, in FairPlum, what we are trying to do is bring the authentic, nostalgic food people crave for in the places, actually, wherever they are. So let's say I belong to north of India. I've grown up eating that sweets and chaat from north of India, as well as I like the kebabs from Lucknow. So can I make that authentic food available in Bombay, Delhi, and Chennai and those type of places?
So
That's
this is not necessarily healthy. It's authentic, right? I'm just going to
It's
correct
authentic and
myself.
nostalgic food. For sure, it is healthy because there's no preservative added into this. There's no
Okay,
extra
okay.
colors or additives added into this because so that's why it is healthy. So it is original and authentic and healthy from the point of view of no extra additives added or preservative added per se. Actually, in that case, yeah.
So where is the growth for this primarily? Would it be in the metros? Would it be all India? Where are you beginning from? What's the aspiration?
So we are beginning from Delhi and Mumbai, but I feel it's everywhere it's possible because the thing is, in Delhi, Bombay, definitely there are lots of migrant population which are looking for authentic food coming from different places. So let's say if I am sitting in Powai, there are lots of North Indian people here. They are looking for people food to come in from Lucknow, from Delhi, chaat, and those type of things which they want to have. In that case, definitely in metro cities, like where the migrant population is there, they want to have it. But if I go to even smaller town, tier 2, tier 3 cities, even I went to Udaipur for some wedding. I saw a place, a street, which is full of chapati type of setup. There are chapati type of setup. People are selling lots of pav bhaji. When I tasted pav bhaji, they're no way closer to the Mumbai pav bhaji what we get here. So I thought basically like, can we offer the Mumbai pav bhaji experience in Delhi, in Udaipur, even in Lucknow? So I can bring kebabs from there. I can take pav bhaji to them actually in that case. So that's the basic mantra we are talking
So,
about actually. Yeah.
so it says plans to have 100 cloud kitchen locations, one physical experience center, 5 to 10 kiosks, all this year, starting Delhi, NCR, and Mumbai.
Yes.
Operating in 17 locations, 10 more cloud kitchen locations, and a physical experience center in Thane, along with Bikanerwala, which is expected to go live in the next 2 months. So, what's a physical experience center, firstly? Tell us about that.
So, Abha, in this case, what happens is that typically certain kind of food people like to have offline because chaat typically people want to stand on a stall and they want to have fresh and when it is baked or when it is being served there itself. Some food people are good to have it on their home. So this physical experience center we are opening primarily for chaat and those type of thing as well as for sweets. So we are tying up with Bikanerwala and that too going to be more than 5 to 6 locations within Mumbai. First location is coming up in Thane where people can sit and have a proper meal as well as they can buy sweets plus they can have chaat in the proper stall facility. So outside we are going to have proper stall for chaat where they can experience and they can give us the quick feedback what they like, what they don't like actually in that case product as well.
So, you also have something called Kababi Karvan, which is a sub brand, and something called Unmarried Kitchen for bachelors.
Yes.
So street food caravan, kebabi caravan, rolls caravan. So these are moving vans, or these are just sub brands.
So these are sub brands of our mother brand called Food Carva. What we
Okay.
thought we are bringing food like a caravan moving from one place to another. We are bringing best of the foods from all over India and possibly in future in world also. So when we bring it from the best of India, we call it Carva. Carva is a main name which is there. Food Carva is a mother brand. Then Kababi Carva is about the kebabs, curries, and biryanis which we'll serve in that case.
Sure,
Street
sure,
food
sure.
Carva is what is the street food is of the locations which we'll bring in. And rolls is a different rolls we bring in.
So
Whereas
tell me, yeah.
unmarried kitchen is more like a bachelor's food because the thing is there are lots of people who are at the bachelors or double income, no kids. These are the people actually who are looking to eat outside, but they want a good quality food at a reasonable price. That's what we are going to offer in unmarried kitchen per se.
So tell me, Rupesh, cloud kitchens are not a new concept, for instance, right? I mean, you
Yes.
had QSRs earlier that were a fad. Now you've got cloud kitchens,
Yes.
which struggled through the pandemic. Even though, I mean, online deliveries, zoomed and were such a hit, but there were independent cloud kitchens that had their own pulls and pressures. What makes you so confident that this is a model that will succeed now going forward?
So it's about the food, according to me, actually, in that case. That food has to differentiate, it has to deliver the authentic taste and experience which people are looking for. So when they're ordering, let's say, a good kebabs, they have to be authentic. Like we have a Galauti kebab coming from Lucknow. So they have to be tasting and smelling, and the softness of the kebab has to be the same level. That's one thing. So we are working very hard on the making sure that the product is authentic and nostalgic, which exactly people are looking for. Even the experience when we are delivering to consumer, it should be in the same experience. Like in that case, like lassi, we are going to serve in kullad. So it will come in that type of pot, basically, so that people can smell the cooler and the taste that. So there's a relationship which people have with the packaging and the product which they are looking for. So we are primarily focusing on a food and a product per se quite a lot, and putting a lots of food technology to make sure that we are able to deliver the same experience which people get it in, let's say, standing in Lucknow Charbagh, standing eating something, getting the same thing in Bombay, actually, in that case for them.
And this is this will be via your own unique platform, or will it be also via some of the food delivery platforms?
So it'll be all three platforms. So it'll be Swiggy, Zomato will be there as aggregator platform, because a lot of traffic is there for them. And we will also have our own web app. We've already created a web app where we can have a direct delivery as well. But knowing the current situation of the market, a lot of deliveries will happen through Swiggy, Zomato to start with. But we can have direct deliveries. Yeah.
And in the sense, so give us a sense, in terms of where the investment is going. From what you're saying, primarily it'll be on tech, product, having the right chefs, etc. Just run me through that. And also then, when you're looking for your next fundraise, or what's the kind of runway you now have, and what you're hoping to do in that time to sort of see this grow in a sustainable manner.
So one thing is, as I mentioned in the, you just now read it out, actually, in that case, that we are going to open 500 internet restaurants per se. So 100 location, 5 brands makes it 500 internet restaurant. So anyway, if you go to Swiggy, you will see a Kababi Karwa. So similar one in multiple locations made it 500. That's what we are going to have. For that, we need to make sure that the product pipeline is developed. So we have worked together about more than 100 product options already for these brands already. So that is going to be deployed through these 100 locations, and each location these brands will be deployed. So then in that case, you need to work on these products. So money is going in developing these products and making this suitable for consumer, and making sure that they are all consumer safety cleared, hygiene wise it's right, there's no preservative added, and all those things worked upon. So a lot of effort has gone in making the food technology right for the product. Money will be needed to initially on the marketing side, because the thing is, these product has to be ultimately make accessible to people, because first time when people taste it, then in that case they will like to come back again and again. So initially the marketing money will be needed to invest into getting the trials, and then there are technology platform being created. So one is about the web app, which we have already done, but apart from web app, managing 500 restaurant in one location from one setup, you need a technology setup in terms of ensuring that everything, all the stocks are available wherever it is needed, they're being serviced properly, their consumer feedback is taken properly. All of those things has to be managed well. So that's why basically there'll be technology intervention as well, actually, in this case. Yeah.
So what made all of you Unilever executives come together and launch this? Was this something you used to discuss in office, that I'm missing having a jalebi on my break? I mean, what suddenly led to this?
So there is a team of 3 or 4 of us, actually. Me, Mitesh have come from Unilever, and Mayank has come from F&B background, actually, in that case. And I would say it's a combination of F&B and FMCG. We are trying to bring it together. So at the initial part, when the cooking happens, the design of the product happens, it's primarily F&B, because you need to make a recipe, actually, which you make a product. Then once it is done, we are making it shelf life ready so that it can go across the location. So bringing a product from Lucknow to Bombay, we need to make sure that gets distributed well. There, the FMCG experience of Unilever folks come in, actually, like me and Mitesh, and a new person joined, Amit, actually, in the founding team. So 3 of us have the FMCG experience to distribute across the location. At the destination, again, Mayank's role comes in and making sure that the product experience becomes the same. So it's a combination of FMCG learning and F&B learning per se, I would say, which is making the business plan what we have done per se better. And that's what is going to be delivered. And
so tell me, what is the revenue potential in this space? Because I mean, obviously, all of you have come together, so you see revenue potential. But I'm asking in the sense that, given you've come out of like a really difficult period, again, online delivery, of course, is a different thing, but even their margins may be squeezed given these aggregator platforms. So is it a pricing game? Is it a volume game? I mean, you're going to need something other than a great product. So what's the kind of projection you factored in?
So this market in general, food service market, what we call it, which is food which is not cooked at home, is going to be $100 billion in the next 5 years. Right now, it is about $60-70 billion. So it's a large market in India, and it's growing rapidly. On top of it, within that, online food delivery is also growing at a very high double digit actually in that case. So online food delivery is growing, food service itself is growing. Our target is next 5 years, can we be 1,000 crore rupees turnover company actually in that? That's what the ambition is. And the ambition is coming from few folds. What we are thinking is we are creating a model which can be quickly scalable. In this case, basically, if you can open, so we are talking about within a year opening a 500 internal restaurants. So it's a very high scalable model. Within 1 year, if we are able to prove that, and we are able to prove that with the revenue coming from each of those locations actually very, very well, then in that case, that will show up very clearly to our investors, stakeholders, and everyone that this is the business model which can work per se. Profitability, as you said rightly, that in aggregator platform, there are profitability challenges which are there. But if in case you are able to design a product well, and you are able to sell it at a right price point, because you are bringing an authentic food which people are craving for, then in that case, profit can be assured. In this case, one more angle which we are trying to bring in, because quite a few of us, I have led Unilever procurement before this. So I know how to buy the best of the price materials. Actually, we bought for more than 20,000 crore rupees worth of material we were buying. So in that case, we can bring that understanding and leverage of the scale and size to get the best of the cost optimization. And that will help us get to the real margin in a real way. So deliver a best quality product which consumer crave for, and at a best optimum cost actually in that case. That's what we are going to be playing actually in that case, and spread it wider faster.
Amazing. It sounds fantastic. Wish you all the best. And I'm sure at this run rate, we'll be speaking to you on further rounds very quickly. Yeah. So good luck, and look forward to also tasting some of that food. We'll try
Absolutely,
it out very soon. Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Very nice talking to you.
Same here.
वीडियो पसंद आया तो हमें लाइक, कमेंट, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें।